Hey guys, Troy Dooley here, hoping you're having a phenomenal day. We've got a nice little drizzle coming down, and we've needed it. We've needed this rain, so I'm excited. Hey, I'm coming back at you today with a follow-up on skinny body care. My hat is off to the very, very top distributors, Australia and the United States. Network marketing professionals from the word go. They reached out, shared some of their concerns with things that I said that I'm going to cover, and listened as I shared some things that I haven't even talked about yet, and have promised to get back with me on that information. That is what makes this profession so great. When you collaborate together, it's amazing. Now, I do want to say something. A lot of the average distributors, and even a couple of leaders, said, why didn't you reach out to us first? Okay, that's not how you do investigative reporting. Okay, my goal when I do my reports, and I can't talk about Ted Knighton, Lynn Clement, Rod Cook, George Forey, or anybody else that might be out there, but I can tell you how I do it. I want to do it from two different angles. One, I want to look at an average prospect that becomes an average distributor. What's the sales funnel? How am I coming into this? And that's what I did at Skinny Body Care. I also look at it from the eyes of an investigator, as somebody that has tracked some notorious criminals in my past. I try to look at this as if I was investigating for the AG's office, or if I was an investigator for one of the other regulatory agencies. What would I see in the sales process? So with Skinny Body Care, I went directly to the front of their website. I clicked Join Now, free sign up, all that good stuff, and I got in as a free sign up. So everything I reported on yesterday was based on that one sales funnel, which seems to be the main focus of the company. Not customer acquisition, because the company's not leading with that. They're leading with opportunity. When a company leads with opportunity, everybody else is going to lead with opportunity, and a regulatory agency is going to see that. A new prospect coming into the power line is going to see that, and that's going to be their process. One of the comments that one of the leaders brought up was, Troy, you said we don't have preferred customers. That's erroneous information. To her credit, she's 100% right if you're going through the preferred customer sales funnel. But when you go through the opportunity sales funnel, as I showed in the video, not the video, as I showed on the website in the article, there's no place to become a preferred customer. That's a red flag. It's also out of compliance regulatory-wise. Whether it's the sales funnel to be a preferred customer and you're leading with that, but you give them the opportunity to join the opportunity, or whether you're leading with the opportunity but you give them the opportunity down here to become a preferred customer only and buy the product, that makes it fair and balanced. That makes it legit. That makes it there. But in this case, it wasn't. So based on the limited information I had through one of 7 sales funnels that I now learned the company has, my statements still stand. Based on that sales funnel, there was no way to become a preferred customer. But with that being clarified, the company does have sales funnels, I'm going to put them up in this new article, that do show how to just be a preferred customer product user. So I wanted to clarify that. Had another person say, Troy, you're not a doctor. How dare you do a review? I'm not a doctor. Everything that we purported or that we reported on was purported off of the website or through third-party validation. I'm not trying to be a doctor. The specific comment was, Troy, you say that it's the product is mind manipulation. It is. The glucosamine, however the heck you say these words, somebody just needs to use English. But the main product, you take the capsules, it causes your stomach to swell, which triggers the nervous system, your neurological system, to pop the brain and tell it you're full, you don't need to eat. You never did eat, or you ate very little. So that's what happens. It triggers the brain to assume that you've overeaten or that you're done eating when you've only eaten a little bit. Now this person was right. I'm not a medical doctor, but I am an expert in psychology and physiology and what happens to the body and human nature. So it's a little bit of all that put together. And when you look at that, then you understand. And besides, this was all on their website. Difference between MLM professionals, network marketing professionals, and somebody trying to justify why they joined a company. It's a crazy thing out there. One thing that I do got to bring up that I still have concerns with. None of the leaders questioned this. And that is the fact that the company is allowing product claim videos all across the net. That is a blatant, illegal activity when the company hasn't controlled it. And even then, in a lot of states, it's still illegal. You cannot use income claims to entice people to come into the company, even if you're only showing them, I made a couple $100 this week. None of the leaders question that. That's a huge red flag, not a small red flag. It has to be corrected. A couple of the leaders did tell me they're going to talk with Ben and get the policies and procedures, terms and conditions prior excuse me, to the credit card so that we can be in compliance there. That's a win-win. One of the videos, I saw this on the product testimonial, I also saw it in the big video, is it the best product 2 years running. Okay, this company officially launched in January of 2011. I think Ben started his pre-launch in 2010. For this product to be a best-selling anything, that it had to be either branded on another name, or we're talking about individual ingredients and the fact that those ingredients have been classified something. I would like clarification on that. I would like to see not just the hype on the internet, but I would like to see the actual certification and who gave it. Because if nothing else, if it's a prominent certifying company, a prominent organization that says this is the greatest, like Consumer Affairs or Consumer Reports or something like that, then that's a win-win. But if it's just propaganda, this is what the FDA looks like or looks for in the FTC, or the FTC looks for in hurting companies. We don't want to see that. Something else that was brought up on the product, and I wasn't going deep into the product until people started hounding me on the product when we kind of bypassed that. But the other one is certified 100% natural ingredients. First of all, I think people misunderstand what natural means. That does not mean that there's not some type of chemical that has been on that product somewhere. And I think that's a little bit misleading if there's not a disclaimer at the bottom that explains that. And the reason I have a concern here is because I already know that the FDA and the FTC is looking at direct selling. There's a new agenda to cause a lot of nutritional companies to have to rip their products off the shelf for up to 90 days. I've reported on this already. The pharmaceutical companies are pushing for this. And we need to make sure, no matter what the company is, that we're running it accurately and correctly. And that's a must. A lot of you sent me some stuff. A lot of you praised me for the reporting. I thank you for that, but that's not what this is about. But one thing that everybody can really know is that when we report, our focus is not to hurt a company. 99% of the time. I mean, there's some scams out there, and we're going to do that. We're going to go after them with a ton of bricks. The goal is to protect the average distributor, to protect that distributor that's been in the business 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, and they've been focused on winning, and they haven't, and they found this, and they're going for it. We want people to know where they can go to get this information. Look, you don't have time, or you don't take the time to do the due diligence. And if you don't have somebody that loves this profession, then what you're going to do is when you do see the internet, or one of your people see the internet, what are they going to do? They're going to go to one of these other sites that are direct selling haters, and you're not going to find anything positive. That's not the goal here, folks. So I appreciate the kind words. I do want to caution the leaders of SBC and their distributors. Stop the cotton picking spamming. Okay, nobody likes that, and all that does is ruin the reputation of the company and some of you as leaders, and we don't want that. So please train your people. I know that at least one organization is doing it right. I've been on their website. We're going to put some links up here. They got some awesome training on how to build a professional business in direct selling. That's a win. Folks, we'll probably have some more coming up. I know Ben's on vacation. I'm hoping when he gets back, some of the leaders can schedule a call now with him to where I can ask him some questions. He can share his insight and vision. We can get some additional documentation. Until then, live life like it's an epic adventure. I'll see you at the top.